Yeah, Nsonga TV, Nsonga Platform, and as usual, tukyagenda maaso n'okuba nti Deputy Lord Mayor waffe tukyayogerako ko naye abeere nti asobola to inspiring so that twagala inspiring Makerere University community. I was saying last time that as usual, I joined the Directorate of Research and Graduate Training around 2021, and since then we've been seeing so many students complaining about university decisions okuba nti babalwisawo okusoma. Very many students have joined years back, most of them master's programs zaabwe tebazimalirizanga. So we want Lord Mayor to inspiring atubuulire ye yakikola atya, so that because she joined in 2020 and recently she graduated, so she graduated in time, we want her to tell us ye yakikola atya tusobole okuba ntufunamu ekyokuyiga, so that other people can also get inspired and learn oba oliawo abajja kuba basobola nabo okumalirizaako emisomo gyabwe egya master's program. Deputy Lord Mayor, yes. You are aware that very many master students suffer at Makerere University. They claim they have taken so long on the programs. A master's program takes 2 years. Naye students bamaliza bamaze more than 10 years on the program, and they are desperate. Abamu ba blaming management for their failure to put up good policies which are favorable for them to finish in time. Others blame their supervisors, but in most cases supervisors blame students for being reluctant. Twagala osooka otubuulire gwe wakikola otya to finish your course in time.
For me, I think it's indeed two-way.
Okay.
The problem is with the students,
okay,
but in certain circumstances the problem is also with the supervisors. I have also received some complaints from the students who are saying they cannot graduate on time.
Okay.
When they join Makerere, they take forever, and yet at UMI, they usually graduate on time. So
true.
I have also received such complaints.
Okay.
But here is the thing. If you do your research, I don't know if you have statistics, you'll find out that most of the students fail within their second year or their final year. That is the year when they are doing research.
Okay.
So it means when you're doing your research, you're almost self-regulating. You self-regulate yourself. You do not have a fixed timetable.
It's true.
Like in the first year where on Thursday, I have an exam and I have to prepare myself for that. So the challenge is most of the graduate students fail to self-regulate themselves.
Okay.
They fail to budget for their time, you know. And you find someone is there busy with work, and since there is no one who is going to force her to please finish the research on time, you realize that they have failed to graduate on time.
Okay.
I was, however, lucky that for me, despite my busy schedule, I had, I think, one of the best supervisors.
Wow.
One of the best supervisors.
Would you kindly mention his name?
To Dr. Amon Mwine.
Wow.
This man really made me love research.
Wow.
Initially, I was actually fearing research.
Okay.
He's hands-on.
Okay.
And he really pushed me.
Okay.
You know, he would tell me, now we have a deadline, please make sure you submit this.
Okay.
And he would follow me up, you know, and this is something which I think most of the supervisors do not do. Probably they need to pick a leaf. Okay. And he was available. He availed himself whenever I needed his help. So the complaint I have had from graduate students, they say that their supervisors are hardly available and they do not give them time. So please, our supervisors, be available. Be available to these students because they join these master classes when they indeed want to attain this qualification. Very true. But also I realize that students do not know their rights. Okay. They do not know their rights. And you know me, I'm a human rights activist. I know my rights, you know. So I will not have a supervisor who is not giving me time, a supervisor who will dodge my calls, a supervisor whom I will submit my work and she will not look through it, and they just keep quiet and they say surrender. No, I don't think that's how things are supposed to be done. When you have a supervisor that is letting you down, you have to report to the coordinator. It's true. So that they change your supervisor and they get you a new one. But if you keep quiet, what do you expect? Definitely. And if you cannot go to the coordinator, go to the university administration. Use other avenues. Go to the media, much as that is the most radical. But for me, when it comes to fighting for my rights, trust me, I'll use any available avenue so that I secure that qualification. So students, know your rights. When you have a supervisor that is letting you down, take her or him on, because you're paying money and you need this qualification and you need to graduate on time. All right,
we've made kind of research. We've talked to some supervisors. They actually say they are always available, but you know, these students, you know, it's like they don't know what they want. Some of them, they bring in poor quality work. And now, if a student brings in poor quality work, what do you expect the supervisor to do?
If a student brings
he will cancel the work, definitely.
Work, like I've already said from the beginning, the problem is with either with both the
sides,
students and also some supervisors.
So
not all supervisors.
Blame should go to both sides.
Because I have already given an example of how my supervisor was really
helpful.
My supervisor was hands-on. But I have also said that students need to fight for their rights. And I also know that it also works to the advantage of our supervisors, because you're given you can only be given a promotion depending on the number of students that you have supervised. So the problem is two-way. I know most students tend to relax during the time for doing research, because some of them even meet resistance in the field. But it's not easy to do research. One, this is an area that needs money.
It's true.
Two, this is an area that needs someone who is a bit confident. Because some of us go for research topics and our interviews are going to involve high-profile people.
It's true.
So if you're not the type that is aggressive,
it's true,
that is going to fix appointments with the big people and you interview them and talk with them, and they give them your time, definitely you're going to do what? You're going to meet challenges. So probably, as we are also choosing our research topics, we need to know our capabilities.
It's true.
You know, if you, as a student, are you the type who is going to fix a meeting with an MP and you meet him? Are you the type who is going to call an MP, and if he disappoints you for one day, you don't give up, but you also try another day? So we also need to analyze our capabilities when it comes to the kind of topics that we are going to select. So there are a number of challenges, honestly speaking, that are met in the field. It's not a cheap venture. It's an expensive venture. And some of the students tend to, honestly speaking, give up along the way, given of the challenges that they meet in the field.
It's very true.
So that one cannot be blamed on the supervisors. Though I still think the supervisors can give a hand. That if your student fails maybe to secure an appointment with those that she's supposed to interview, you can come in as a supervisor. Probably for you would be listened to. Supervisors,
please make sure you pull up your socks. Students, make sure you play your role. Don't just wait for the supervisor to spoon feed you. In this way, of course, you'll be able to finish your course. Don't be desperate. You've heard from the horse's mouth. Don't be desperate. Course of Sobology, it is as much as you've spent more than 10 years on the course. But recently, Vice Chancellor Yafulumye Baluwa calling everyone who has overlaid on the program to ensure that he comes back to finish. So don't lose hope. I know you can finish your work. Research some allegations that supervisors, when they are especially a male supervisor, when he is supervising a girl student, claiming some students say supervisors ask for love. And then when they refuse, this is where they will fail them completely. So do you have an idea about that?
I've heard those allegations, but like I have said, ladies. Ladies, we need to know our rights.
Knowing your rights.
We need to know our rights. Yes, if you have a supervisor who is asking for sex, please, why are you keeping quiet?
It's true.
Why are you protecting this man? It's your future that is playing with.
You know, sometimes I may talk.
Sometimes we face backlash.
I may talk and then he fails me completely.
If we continue fearing backlash from the public, you know, there's that backlash, why has she talked? Yes, you are a woman. Then a man should ask you out. Please, we need to stand our ground, regardless of the backlash, and we fight for our rights. For me, that is what I will tell ladies every time I meet them. So if you have this man who is asking for sex, these days you have technology. Record him. Record him. Take for evidence. Get it. Don't allow someone to kill your career. Why should you forego your career and you leave this man who is asking for sex to continue prospering?
Really.
when you speak out, you're not only protecting yourself, you're protecting
the rights of others,
actually. Of other ladies that would actually be abused by this very supervisor.
That's a point to note. Wow, you've heard from the horse's mouth. Nsonga TV bwetu bwekola, Nsonga Platform bwetu bwekola. It's me, your boy Emio, as usual. Njakubamba letra abantu abenjawulo. Naye one last question to our Deputy Lord Mayor. We're very much aware that you completed, you graduated with your naye Lord Mayor tewatuyita ku party. Abantu be Makerere, but they thought you would actually call them to celebrate with them your success. They waited and you didn't inform them.
We celebrate in different ways.
Okay.
Currently, the economic times are really not well.
Very true.
The economic times are bad. So for me, instead of calling people and we make a party, I would rather, because like the Makerere community knows, we have some projects that we give our people.
Okay.
The women, the youths who are in investment,
okay.
People with disabilities. I decided to invest my money in that direction, and I believe there I'll be serving a bigger community instead of just calling people and you eat meat,
okay.
And you eat soda,
okay.
and you take soda and the things like that.
That's very, very good. Thanks a lot, Lord Mayor. And of course, Lord Mayor, we know with you studied Masters of Arts in Gender. How do you intend to use the knowledge that you acquired in this course to benefit the people of Makerere University and the country at large?
Well, I'm already using the knowledge that I acquired. For those of you who follow me on my media handles, I used to see me. I'm always fighting for the rights of women. On all the platforms that I've been invited to, I'm always advocating for the rights of women. And here at KCCA, I'm spearheading, by the way, an ordinance that is going to be protecting people living with disabilities. It's also during my reign that we made sure we have the gender-based violence ordinance, which currently is at the office of the Attorney General. So surely, I'm using the knowledge that I have acquired to inspire women, to inspire young girls, that they too can make it. They too can make a difference, regardless of the background where they come from. We all don't come from rich families, so it's not about the background where you are born, but how you use the knowledge that you have acquired to make a difference in the community.
Congratulations, Deputy Lord Mayor, upon achieving that success. I will wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Your last word to Makerere University members of staff, management, council, and the university community at large.
Wow, that is quite a big a big audience.
These are people who are watching us live.
First of all, my message to council is to stop being so rough. I think they seem to be governing the university with an iron fist. And currently in Makerere University, the academic freedoms for both the students and members of staff seem to be deteriorating. That you cannot even have a political gathering in the university. And yet we say Makerere is Uganda summarized. If Makerere is indeed Uganda summarized, then we have to be seen to be respecting democracy. We have to be seen respecting academic freedom. To the members of staff, I understand the circumstances under which you're working. It's tough, but we should keep going. To the wider community, whenever you have an opportunity to go back and study, please go back and study. And I am saying this because currently there's a narrative of people saying, I need to so much so much.
That's a wrong perception, I think.
People. This country is not going to remain as is. Things are going to change, and I'm sure they are going to change for the better. So let us study, and we'll be ready. So that if anything happens, we should have a community that is organized. We should have a community that is informed. I've always told people that an educated fool is better than a fool that is not educated. So please go on, get that qualification.
Wow, that's a very nice message. Makerere University Council, you've heard Makerere University management, students and staff, you've heard from the Deputy Lord Mayor. That's a very great Lord Mayor, Deputy. We thank you very much for your time. Thanks for giving us time. This is Nsonga Media, Nsonga TV, Nsonga Platform, where we inspire and transform. With me, your boy Emio in the house. Big up. See you next time.